Hey everybody, how's it going? We're on the road again, and we're actually in St. Louis going up the arch right now. We're in our little moon pod, and we are elevating at the moment. We're gonna go really, really high and give you guys a really cool view. We're actually gonna be doing a 4-part mini-series on tilt through our Mississippi River adventure. We're gonna be stopping at a lot of cool places, giving you guys a lot of really cool shots. I'm super excited for this. You can't miss it. The first video that I'm gonna be bringing to you today is I'm gonna talk to you about the definition of tilt. I pulled the definition from Wikipedia, which I'll tell you, and my own definition that I put into kind of a little more layman's terms. And also we're gonna talk about identifying the signs of tilt, the emotions behind it, and recognizing what emotion is when. The Wikipedia definition that they give for tilt is a state of mental or emotional confusion or frustration in which a player adopts a less than optimal strategy, usually result in the player becoming over-aggressive. Well said. I don't have anything against that really. My definition, my version of tilt, in layman's terms, is anytime your emotions change, which cause you not to be present in the moment, that you're thinking emotional rather than logical, and these can be caused by many different variables. So what I mean by that is anytime that you're no longer thinking present in the hand that you're in, and even the slightest change in emotion can cause a tilt, which a lot of people don't even realize. Like, even being tired can be a form of tilt. Being angry, being frustrated, regret, these are all forms of tilt. To finish off what I was saying, tilt is a form of whenever your emotion is making your decisions rather than logic, and this can come in many different shapes, forms, sizes, depending on how drastic it can be. They can be anywhere from taking you from your A game to your B game, all the way maybe even from your A game to your F game, and you have to keep track of on how drastic these emotional changes are. All right, now I'm going to talk to all of you about identifying emotions with tilt, and the importance for this is if you know the feeling that brings the tilt on, one, you're able to identify with it. Two, you're able to find the cause of why it happened, and then you can also find ways to prevent it and ways to get rid of it, or just ways to avoid it and leave the game. So I'm gonna go off and start telling you guys identifying emotions with it. One would be frustration. So you definitely know when you're frustrated. Another one would be impatience. If you're no longer playing as tight as you normally would, or you're not waiting for the spots that you normally would. Anger, that's a really easy one. Sadness and depression, a lot of people wouldn't link that to it, but a lot of people get really sad or depressed when they lose, and then they're dealing with that emotion, and they can no longer think logically. Doubt and fear, fear of losing. So doubt would be doubt in your game, doubt that you're making the right decisions anymore. The fear of loss is you might be playing a little too big, and you're afraid of losing. I'll talk more about that in the last video as well. You're at a bad table, your bad table selection, you're playing in a game that you normally wouldn't be playing in. You would have left a long time ago, but you're stuck and you decide to play in that game, which is a bad decision. You become overly aggressive, which happens to a lot of people. They just start 3-betting and 4-betting a lot more, and they put themselves in spots that they normally wouldn't. Calling a lot's another one. You start playing a lot more hands. Yeah, you move up in higher stakes, which is super easy online if you're tilting. You move up, you're used to playing 50-cent dollar 1-2, and all of a sudden you jump up, play 5-10 or 10-20, and you can get smoked really fast at that stake level. You add more tables. That's another thing that a lot of people do when they're tilting online. Another sign of tilt is drinking too much, or someone who's drunk. That can be a sign that they're tilted. You know, they just keep the drinks coming on and they don't slow down. And another one would be regret. Where you keep saying, you know, I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have played that hand, I shouldn't have done this, and instead of being in that present moment and making the right decisions logically, you're still acting on emotion. These are super important things to stay locked in with to yourself, so you can be completely aware of when the tilt's coming on, and then we're gonna find ways to help you avoid it and fix it. So make sure you tuned in for the second video.